Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. My name is Xander, Raymond Charles. Let's just cut right to the chase. Today, we're going to be checking out the new guitars from Jackson here in 2025. So upon making this video, I was just curious and, I wanted to just see what Jackson has to offer as it is NAMM time. It's the beginning of the year and this is where all the products get rolled out, right? So lo and behold, I went on the Jackson website. I just typed in, jacksonguitars.com, went to their new releases, and lo and behold, we have some new finishes, some new models, some stuff that I want to talk about in this video because it's fun to talk about the new guitars of 2025, right? So as always, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on any sort of social media platform. I've got brand new music coming out this coming Friday, a song called Girls Night. Best song I've ever written, just gonna be completely honest. And if you guys are missing out, then you're missing out. I'm so proud of my music. I think it's absolutely amazing. Nobody's making music like me, and I'm super stoked on this new song coming out. Also too, I'm going on tour this spring with Elijah on the Memphis Mayfire tour. And this summer, we're playing at Rockfest, and we're gonna be playing with acts such as Knock Loose, Kubla Khan, Rob Zombie, to name a few. We're gonna be playing main stage, and I'm super excited, man. So go check out Elijah's music, go check out all the shows that I've got coming up with Elijah here in the spring. With that being said, enough shameless plugs. Let's talk about the Jackson guitar, shall we? All right, here we are, jacksonguitars.com. Now, I did some research before this video because I saw we have new colors and new arrivals and coming soons, etc. We're gonna talk about these. But I went on their Instagram and I really didn't see much of this announcement. So I don't know if it's not out on Instagram yet or whatever, but like, that's where I get all my news, and unless these are really old and I'm way off the mark, they're news to me, so I feel like I can win no matter what, in the sense that, like, if this isn't news, it's news for me and my channel, so it is what it is. New color for the X Series Soloist. It looks like a bullseye. It looks like Zakk Wylde if he was with Jackson. It's interesting. Not exactly an original design or anything like that, so I'm pretty indifferent about that. Up next, we have an American Series Virtuoso guitar, one of the new colors from the American kind of soloist looking guitars, but they're not really calling them soloists, they're calling them virtuosos. So this is like as cheap as they can get. They're USA guitars, and I'm a huge fan of these, man. This guitar looks more red than it does orange, but there are some certain lights and some certain shots where, like, that right there, it looks orange, but we're just gonna call it red for the sake of this video. I'm a huge fan of that. Red's right in the middle, run-of-the-mill kind of looking color. It's very rock and roll. It's what you would expect, right? So those two first guitars are really nothing new, just new variants, new colors, etc., right? Now, let's get into the fun stuff. Coming soon, Pro Plus Pure Metal Limited Edition Kelly. I love Kellys, I love Warriors, I love the obscure wild shapes from Jackson's. That's like the equivalent of like a Dean ML or a Gibson Flying V, Gibson Les Paul, Fender Stratocaster. Like, these are the iconic Jackson shapes, like the Kelly and, the Warrior. But sticking with the Kelly, I'm a huge fan of this, man. The Pro Plus series, these are as spec'd out as you can get guitars, and get them as affordable as possible. Basically, all the specs you could ever want, but made in China. At least that's what they were a few years ago. I'm assuming they are the same as well. I love this, man. Simple pickup, one pickup, that's my vibe. I mean, here's my signature Cerberus, one pickup. My Jim Root over there has one pickup. All my guitars have one pickup for the most part, man. So I'm a huge fan of that. Except for this 78 Les Paul Custom that's worth probably $5,000. I won't take out that pickup. Unleash your inner shredder with the Jackson Pro Plus Pure Metal Series KE1A Kelly. This beast of a guitar is built for speed, equipped for domination. I'm already on board, man. I'm sold. 12 to 16 fretboard radius, stainless steel frets, Fishman Modern, side dot lumen lace, gig bag included. Okay, so they went with Fishmans. Fishmans seem to be kind of dying down a little bit in the sense that, say like 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, Fishmans were like taking over the market, but it seems like EMGs are kind of coming back a little bit, and I'm a huge fan of that, as I am an EMG artist. I like EMGs more than Fishman. That being said, Fishmans sound unreal, dude. They're super clear, articulate. Like, I am not knocking Fishmans. It's just personal taste, man. Let's see what kind of Floyd we got on this. Floyd Rose 1000. Okay, that's cool, man. So the only upgrade you could make is like a Floyd Rose original or 1500 maybe, but like, I don't think it's that big of a difference. So I'm a huge fan of this, dude. And for $1,400, with all the specs you get, it is what it is, dude. I mean, a bound neck with the shark fin inlays, stainless steel frets, a Fishman, a 1000 series. Like, you're gonna have to pay some money for this, right? So I'm a huge fan of this, and I'm a huge fan of these. What are they called? The Pure Metals. I think that's sick, dude. And I want to scroll down to the very bottom because we do have some more Pro Plus Metal limited editions. We have a Rhodes here as well for $1,500, which again looks really sick. I wish there was a King V version. That'd be my bread and butter. But we also have a Soloist as well, and Dang, that looks cool, man. Like, that looks so sick, dude. I think I like the Rhodes and the Kelly more than this, but, I mean, I'm a super strat player, you know, pretty much through and through. I mean, all my tour guitars, with the exception of my D and Thoroughbred, are super strats. I mean, that's technically a super strat. That's a super strat. That's a super strat. You know, like, that's my style, man. So, although this is cool, I think I like the Kellys and the Rhodes more just because they're more Jackson, if that makes any sense. But I love these, man. I love these Pro Plus metals. I'm not a huge fan of all blacked out guitars, which is incredibly ironic, I know. But I do appreciate the simplicity, the clean aesthetic, the bound neck and bound body. I really dig that a lot, man. All right, you guys ready for some fun? You look like you're ready for some fun over there. Let's go with the X Series Surfcaster SCHT7. Now, I first saw these guitars when Mike Stringer from Spirit Box was playing one of these. I think he had like 2 of them, I think, like back in 2013, 2014. But he's no longer with Jackson, to the best of my knowledge. And I think he's got some cool stuff coming out that may be unveiled at NAMM. But for right now, sticking on topic here, I have seen this body before, and I've always been a huge fan of it, especially when Mike was playing it. So to see a cheaper, affordable version from Jackson come on the market, that's a huge win, man. The only thing I'm not really a huge fan of is this headstock. I don't know, it looks a little wonky to me. It looks like Gumby or something like that. But that might be some of the charm. Like, I might have to get used to that as time goes on. But like, I think it's because it's from Jackson. Like, I want like a pointy headstock, and or at the very least like a Strat headstock, like the Misha one or like a Charvel or a Fender. I mean, it can be done. It's been done in the past, so it is what it is. But yeah, not a bad guitar, man. We got a 6 and a 7 string variant, so we have 24 frets. Okay. Jackson humbucker, 12 to 16 compound fretboard radius, bolt-on neck with graphite reinforcement. Okay, so you know what you would expect from the X Series, just in a cool shape, a cool guitar, take on a Jazzmaster in a metal version, right? And we also have the 6-string version as well, for $50 cheaper. Okay. Up next we have an X Series Dinky with a triangle, kind of looks like one of those games you used to play back in the day, like the Snake game. I don't know if you guys remember that. We also have a really cheap Surfcaster. We have an X Series King V. Oh, okay, here we go. So I want to let you guys know this right now. I am really interested in shaking up my whole aesthetic, vibe, demeanor, both in the studio, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, as well as live. Meaning, I'm kind of done with the old school dad rock guitars and making them metal machines. I really want to go completely different. I want to get floating Floyds, and I want to get angular shapes. So stuff like this is right up my alley anymore. Like, I've done all the other stuff before, right? So I'm really in the market for some weapons, for some, you know, metal guitars, but you know, it's just a little sidebar here. So long story short, man, sticking with the guitar, I'm a huge fan of that King V. And let me go back to it real quick. It looks like we have Seymour Duncans in there as well. Yeah, Seymour Duncan blackouts. Okay, sick. I forgot about blackouts. Okay, so check this out. I could be way off on this, but look at this right here. What does this look like to you guys? Limited edition X Series Soloist with blackouts. It kind of looks just like Mick Thompson's Jackson's without the Mick Thompson aesthetic. So I wonder if like these are kind of left over, or like this was potentially going to be in production and then now it's just in production without Mick Thompson's name on it. I don't know. Okay, so these are made in Indonesia. Jenna's Indonesian. Did you guys know that? These are cool, man. You know, these are sick, dude. The X Series are not really that affordable anymore, $850. So that's interesting. We also have a Dinky here with a kind of cool skull graphic. I actually don't mind that graphic at all, truthfully. Like, it's actually, you know, the coolest graphic they have compared to like the triangle and the other one. What was the other one? Oh yeah, the bullseye. Oh yeah, definitely. So I'm a huge fan of that kind of graphic. It's interesting, you know, like it's definitely a unique look. But that's it, everybody. So a really, really small limited run right now here in the beginning of 2025, almost going into February of 2025 from Jackson. I'm a little surprised, truthfully. What Jackson has done in the past, ever since, you know, the world shut down, is like they were releasing guitars kind of quarterly and just as they came, it seemed. So I'm not banking on all this, like this is the end-all be-all from Jackson. So for the time being, I'm a huge fan of a couple of these guitars. I love the Pro Plus series, all of them. If I had to pick one, I think I would go with the Rhodes or the Kelly, which is really crazy for me to say, but like I said, I'm interested in changing up my whole aesthetic. And the Surfcaster, I think I like the 7-string better. That's kind of a cool weird looking guitar, weird in a good way, right? So that's gonna do it for this video. What do you guys think of my thoughts and opinions? I'd love to hear from you guys down below in the comment section. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below and we can interact and talk about all things Jackson. Be sure to subscribe, like, comment, do all the YouTube things, follow me on any sort of platform you can find me. Check out my music, check out Elijah's music. And with that being said, everybody, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Later.